Now we're ready to go.
Now we're ready to go. Okay, so here we go. Now we're actually going to start the podcast part of it, which is where I say these things. I go, hello and welcome to episode 181 of the Game Brew podcast, the bi-weekly video game podcast where we sip delicious bevs and discuss video games. I'm your host, Dasher Dan, and I'm joined by Comet Chris.
If I drink too much, I become Rudolph Chris.
That's true. Hey, me too. I become Rudolph Dan.
I become a fan, yeah.
Yeah, Rudolph Dan. I don't become Rudolph Chris. That's different.
That'd be wild.
That'd be crazy. And on this episode of the Gamer Podcast, we asked the question, what were our gaming predictions for this year, and did they come true? So happy holidays. Happy New Year. This is the Happy holidays. That's it. That's all we can do.
I mean, to be fair, like
actually, I think that's
we're just saying Happy Holidays in a sing-song way.
Actually, I think that's public
no
domain.
To,
I think it's public domain.
What is that? Is it just called the Christmas song? What is that song?
No, the
called?
Christmas song is the one that goes oh God, what does the Christmas song go like? Oh, the title song.
It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season.
Whoop-dee-doo.
I just remember the one. There's like a video on the internet where there's a guy he's like, so whoop-dee-doo and diggery-dock, and won't you come and suck on my cock, baby, now. And they're like, and they keep stopping it over and over. They're like, whoa, it's supposed to, and no, just turn back. Don't forget to hang up your sock.
Yeah, that's the what was his Will Ferrell's character that would do like the
Goulet, Robert Goulet.
Oh yeah, it's Goulet,
bababadoo.
Yeah,
beebadoo bap. It's great. So hello everyone. Yeah, happy brew beer, Hoppy brew beer to you.
Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate that.
Happy Hanukkah. Oh, that's true. It is the third night. No, fourth.
Yeah,
night?
I believe the first night was Boxing Day?
Yes. So, wait, so that was the 27th. So, no, wait, 26th.
Well, Boxing Day is the 26th.
26th. So, 27th, 28th, 29th. There's a happy fourth night of Hanukkah, everybody. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
29th. Sure. If you're listening to this on the podcast, Hanukkah's over.
And you're probably in the new year. You're probably in 2025.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And that's what we're here to talk about.
Happy brew beer.
Hoppy brew beer, everybody. Chris and I are here to number one. Wish
got a very special edition of the Dan and Chris show.
This very special, the holiday edition of the Dan and Chris show. Yep. Speaking of which, if you want to make a jingle for the Dan and Chris show, we're always ready to go. That's right. All right, Hoppy brew beer, everybody, says Pip. Yep. As well, Carrie Witchy Pip on there. So this first, before we start talking about video games, it is time for a bev. Chris, what are we drinking this week?
I am drinking the Allagash Ski House Winter White Ale. It's pretty potent, potable at 7.5%.
Ooh.
Which you kind of want when it's cold out. You want to warm yourself up with some alcohol because that's proven by science. It's festive, warming, and hazy.
Ooh, festive,
just like
warming.
Me. Yeah, so Allagash is one of those like really old breweries that were like kind of one of the first ones that I remember being like as a microbrew.
Yeah.
I don't know if you because they have their Allagash White. Yeah. Look at that.
And then they have a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing that.
So this is kind of like a it's a little saison-y. It's got some like some of that kind of candy-ish flavor to it. If you know what I'm talking about.
It's spiced. It's heavily spiced.
Yeah, not as heavy as that, and it's and for me that's kind of good because like I'm not a huge fan of saison, so this is really nice. It's highly chuggable.
Ooh, that's an interesting.
Highly chuggable. Could be bad or good depending on how you feel about that.
Well, we're not trying to play Dead Space at 2 a.m. So we're good.
Well, Dead Space 3.
Dead Space 3, where I put Chris in charge of doing the puzzle, and he just couldn't.
I just couldn't. I was done. I was toasted. That was not the last one, but the one
that
before.
Was two. That was two before. It's just the biggest thing that stuck in my mind is just sitting there, just going.
Oh,
Oh, Chris, just turn the box.
I just couldn't.
Oh God, nice. All right, but that's saisons I don't like as much. I've never really been a saison guy.
Same.
I usually go
But
for
this
like an
is
IPA or a stout.
This is kind of good.
Nice.
I like it.
Very good. And because it's New Year, I have to do my tradition of drinking Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
The champagne of
The
beers.
champagne. Oh, would you like some champagne? The champagne of beers.
And I'll be interested to hear your opinion on how that is since you had the banquet beer recently. Which one you like?
Between Coors Banquet and Miller High Life. I think I'm a Miller High Life guy.
Really?
I really
you seem
do.
to really enjoy the banquet.
I liked the Coors Banquet, but I don't know. There's something about Miller. Miller is very refreshing in general. Like a Miller Lite is very like. Maybe it's because that's what I used to drink all the time whenever I played pub trivia, and that would just be like because that was like my drinking beer. So it would just be like over and over again. I could get a bunch of those and be okay.
Sure.
I mean,
I do that.
Seem to be
heavy,
okay.
at Loose Cannon at Heavy.
Yeah.
So it's only a couple.
Yeah, it's only a couple. But also, I don't know. It's just really good. It's just a nice flavor.
Nice.
It's also, excuse me.
Very, very carbonated.
Yeah, it's very carbonated. It's also very refreshing. It's nice on a day whenever it's as warm as it was today. It's like
it was pretty warm today.
It was. We went out. We bought a new shelf. I built that shelf, and it is up now.
I also built a new shelf recently.
Nice.
It's
Cheers.
new shelf.
Cheers. New shelf.
Cheers. New shelves.
New shelves. New year. That's how we do it. Well, I have this. I have a problem.
Hold on. Did you get it from IKEA?
I did get it from IKEA.
I did too.
Wait, what shelf did you get from IKEA?
The Kallax.
Oh no, mine's the Billy bookcase.
Oh, I do have a Billy bookcase.
Nice.
It's right there. That's a Billy bookcase.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah, there.
I love it. It's so good. But so I have the problem where I buy too many board games. So we have too many board games. So we needed another shelf so we could kind of spread out all the board games.
Mine is also, it also kind of got spread into the Warhammer and the Magic
Of
cards.
Course. There's
Magic cards there.
It'll do it. It'll happen. That's what all these shelves behind me are for, all that stuff. But regardless, this is the anyway, highly chuggable. Forgot we were in the beers part. It's so chuggable.
Probably one of the most chuggable beers we've ever had on the podcast.
Absolutely the chuggliest that I've ever had. It's the chuggliest, my man. Yo, this beer, she chuggly.
She thick.
She
not thick.
She not thick. She thin. She chuggly. We into it. So that's what I'm drinking. What have I been playing?
So do you want to go first?
I'll go first. Hannah and I just for Hannah's birthday, we were looking for something to do on Friday night, and so for Hannah's birthday, I got her a board game.
This past Friday was her birthday?
Yeah, or no, her birthday's in January, but it was Friday, and we were bored, and we were looking for something to do, and I was like, "Do you want to open up one of your birthday presents early?" Because we are a family that is notorious for having presents for occasions and then saying, "Do you want to open them early?" almost every time that we have presents, because we can't stand to have unopened presents in our vicinity.
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
So I was like, "Do you want to open one of your birthday presents early?" So I got her this game, Sky Team, which is pretty cool. Basically, Chad is the same way. Carrie says, "Yeah, I think it's just." You just want to open those Legos as soon as you possibly can. That's really what it comes down to.
I get it.
But we played this board game called Sky Team. It's a 2-player co-op board game where it's like you are a pilot and a co-pilot, and you're trying to land a plane at like various airports. We've only played it the first time, but it was pretty fun. It's really high like intensity because you have to you roll 4 dice behind a screen, and you can't see or what the other person has or talk whenever you're rolling the dice, depending on where you choose to put them in whether it's the engine or the pitch, or whether it's any of the landing gear or the wing stuff. So it's basically a trick taking game where you have to work together to land this plane, but also you can't talk to each other while you do it. You could take time to strategize before you roll the dice, but it's like, but you can't talk about specific numbers. You can only be like, okay, well, we have to focus on this. We really need to make sure we do this. But once you start rolling dice, you can't talk anymore. So
Interesting.
it's pretty cool. It's very neat. It has a lot of different scenarios. It's very much like The Crew, where it's like the main game is that, but then there's like other things. Like there's like a wind. There's a bunch of different parts you add on for different scenarios. Yeah, it seems pretty fun.
Very cool.
So far, first time I played it, pretty fun. Only mildly stressful. Gets more stressful. And then
stressful.
Yeah, and then my brother told me to get this. And then and me and my brother and my father played it pretty much the entire like last week was Balatro.
Balatro.
It's the card, it's the poker roguelike.
Yes.
I downloaded it on my Switch, and it's the most addicting game in the entire world.
Interesting.
I finally completed a run after playing it for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And even like staying up one night, I stayed up until like 3 a.m. because I was like on a really good streak, and I was like, I gotta do it. I can make it.
This is the one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. But it's like it's interesting because the way it works is that you have a deck of cards, and every time that you do like a blind, which would be either like round of this roguelike, it draws about 7 random cards. Excuse me. Or I'm sorry, 8 random cards. And then you make a poker hand from what you have, or you choose some to discard and draw new cards. And then you get points for whatever poker hand it is, and you have to beat a certain amount of points every time. You also get a bunch of different flavored jokers throughout it that like augment the things you have. Like it might be like, oh, you get a +3 into your multiplier for everything for each heart card you use. Or there's like some that are like, oh, you get for each time that you play a poker hand, you get +1 into your multiplier for each card, each hand you play. But if you discard any cards, it's -1 multiplier for each thing. So it's like you kind of have to gauge how you're going to do it, and then you can like level up the how many points you get for each poker hand. Like it's like the pair is like the lowest, and the highest is a straight flush. But like you can like level it up so like your pair is better than some of the higher ones. It could be like a level 7 for your pair, so that's better than like a flush or something like that.
Sure,
so,
yeah.
But it's
cool.
It's very simple. It's super addicting, and it is really fun. And there's a bunch of different decks you have, a bunch of different ways to augment it.
Apparently, there's a crossover with Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know if that's happening yet or if it's going to happen.
I'm looking at the Steam page, and like they have an ad for it, and it just said one of the jokers is Johnny Silverhand saying, "Wake up, we got a city to burn."
Oh, nice.
That's cool. No, that looks really cool. This is Ian Richard would probably like this game a lot.
Ian Richard would love this game. I'm gonna text it to him and be like, "Hey, buddy, play this game.
Do it.
Do it.
That's
hey,
cool.
do it."
It's only single player, but like you and you said you and your
dad.
Yeah.
So me and my dad and my brother basically have been playing. Oh, he has it on his wish list.
Yeah, I see it on his wish list.
Well, you know what?
Maybe I'll.
I'm doing it first.
Damn it.
No, I don't want to buy it for him here because it's so good on the Switch, dude. Like it's so good to like just what like we watched all of the Lord of the Rings movies again, the extended editions over the last week or so.
You watched it while you were playing.
Yeah, we watched it. Well, we watched it, but then we got to Return of the King and then we accidentally watched it just because we're like, we'll have it on, we'll do other stuff, but then we were just
because it's so good.
Yeah. There may be a day when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day. It's
I'm like I watched it. I think I told you relatively recently, and I like I subscribed to like it's called the Memes of Moria.
Nice.
I think my favorite one is it's Gollum in like a Mexican hat. and like has like a mustache and says Smigel.
Smigel. That's very funny. That's very funny. Well, anyway, that's what I'm playing. Welcome to Tangent, the podcast. We're Dan and Chris.
We it's what we do. We do tangents really well. So yeah, I'm speaking of tangents, I'm taking a break from Hearts of Iron 4 at the moment because
good.
Yeah,
I was worried about
yeah, I have over 1,000 hours in that game.
Oh my god. I don't know if I have any games I have over 1,000 hours in. Maybe Call of Duty.
I bet you do.
I probably do.
But yeah, it's yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm back over 50%. I think the last one I got was called of the achievements. Yeah, nice. Last one I got was called Tsar Bomba. As Tsarist Russia complete the special project for thermonuclear bombs. Okay. So I have to like switch from Stalinist like USSR back to Tsarist regular Russia.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned Tsarist Russia.
Yep. But yeah, so taking a break of that started playing Cyberpunk 2077 again.
Nice.
It's good. It's real good.
It's good now.
It's good.
I do remember
if you haven't played it, go play it. It's good.
I do remember I picked it up again recently, and then as I started playing it, I was like,
GOG tells me it was 6 months ago.
But I felt like I like started playing it, and I was like, this feels different. Like something felt different. Like I guess they changed the level up system a bit.
Yeah, they changed the level up and skills a lot.
Because I was like,
probably for the better.
Probably. I just didn't remember. I was like, there were some things where I was just like, I feel like I did something different last time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Interesting. Right.
But no, it's fun, and like a lot of the same stuff is there, but also they've just added a lot to it, and it just feels a lot better.
Street Kid, Wastelander, or Corpo?
Corpo.
All right.
On this one, yeah, Corpo.
Yeah.
And then me and two of my friends, Tyler and Will, have been playing because I wanted a break from my hardcore World War II sim. I started playing another hardcore World War II sim called Hell Let Loose.
That's not so much a hardcore.
It's the same but different.
It's the same, but instead it's
first person.
It's first person and
extremely steroids.
Extremely punishing, like punishingly difficult. You cannot be in Discord chat. You must be in game chat with everybody else who's around you. Otherwise,
so the way we've been doing is we play in a squad. Will usually be the squad leader, and they will be he will be in like they have like leader chat basically, and leaders will tell like the commanders will tell each squad to do something, and so he'll just kind of relay that to us, which kind of feels really cool. Like it's like how it kind of would work.
Yeah.
And so like we have like small objectives like go take out this garrison or go build a garrison in this area so we have a place to spawn that's on a flank. Kills like you basically it's really hard to see people. If you hit them once, that's probably enough. Like it's there's artillery that you can do, and it's like kind of obtuse how you have to fire that. But like I was trying that out a little bit. Tanks are cool. You can't just like jump out and fix your tank like in Battlefield. Kind of have to really think about it, and if you do get damaged, you have to go find an engineer. But you can't have an engineer as part of your tank squad. Like it's. And like for the tanks, you have to have one guy that's like the commander that has like a periscope basically that can see, and then a guy on the gun, but that can only be moved around with the A and D buttons.
Is it
on your keyboard?
Is Hell Let Loose World War I or World War II?
Two.
Verdun
is one.
Right. Okay. Got
it. So yeah, it's. I mean, it was hard, and we weren't doing great. But there were moments that were really cool.
It's great.
It's a lot of fun. If you have the patience for it, I think it's cool.
It's not like it is one of those ones where you do have to work together. Like you can't have a bunch of
and they barely even show you like your KD is not something that's like really a thing that matters.
No, it is not. It is just it's just like, hey, What are you?
It's more about doing the objective.
What are you doing? Yeah, so I'm starting to download that again. So you can always just let me know when you're playing, because I have played Hell Let Loose before, and I had said, "Hey guys, we should play this," but everyone was like, "Nah."
Oh, well,
Nah,
I
it's
was wrong.
too. Yeah, you were wrong. But it's good. It is like Battlefield, but like more punishing, because it's like
Yeah.
you get shot
Yeah.
if you get hit like once, you're done. It's like it's just
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Well, I was playing a medic, which was kind of fun because you can help out and pick up people and do that sort of thing, and
I
that was cool. So
I
like
was
basically, I was barely shooting at all, and I was just picking people up.
Yeah. I think like the second or third match I ever played was I was a sniper, and I was like, I was like doing my thing. I was just like posted up over one of the things. But then this is why I think game chat is important for it, because someone came up, he was like, "Sniper, quick, we need help out in the field. There's this guy who keeps picking us up." So I like followed this guy out there, and he was like my spotter, and he was like trying to he's like, "Okay, it's over that direction." And he was like pointing to where I was supposed to go. And then
Yeah.
like, because there were a bunch, I could see it. Like people kept coming up, and they would just kept getting picked off. So I would like come up, and I was trying to find him, and then I got him, and I sniped him.
Yeah.
And we were able
No,
to
that's
move up.
really cool.
It was pretty cool. Felt like that one guy in Band of Brothers, who dies.
Wait, Band of Brothers or Saving Private
Wait,
Ryan?
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, that guy. He's usually like a bad guy or a thug or
Yeah, but instead in this, he was a good guy. Vin Diesel was in that movie.
He was.
He was. He tries to.
Yeah, he plays. That guy plays he plays Roger Maris in a movie called 61. That's like an HBO only movie, but I really liked it.
Nice. All right. Anything
Great
else?
tangent.
Anything else, Chris? Anything else new and exciting? Or...
No, I think that's pretty good.
All right. Cool. Very nice. Oh, I did start playing The Witcher 3 again.
Nice.
Because after after the Game Awards, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Witcher 4." I was like, "Well, that means I gotta play the Bloody Baron quest again."
Yeah.
That's
real good.
That's how it goes. But it is. Guess what? Ding dong, it's Happy New Year.
Another year's gone by.
Another year of Game Brew podcast. Another year of video games. Another year of not having Half-Life 3 come out, but we'll get there eventually.
Or Elder Scrolls 7.
Or Elder Scrolls 6, even though they announced it like 5 years ago.
More than that, if you like.
I think it was more than that. Talk about like
we were in college. We were in college when Skyrim came out. We're going to be in our 40s probably when the next one comes out.
Don't say that. I don't want to be
That
old.
is wild.
I'm getting so old, man.
You're getting there before me.
I know, it's my fault. It's my fault for being born early.
Yeah.
Screw me, right?
Yeah.
But regardless, hey, it's 2024 is over. We're getting to 2025. I mean, right now it's not over. When you listen to this podcast on the pod space,
it'll be over.
It'll be over. Yeah. Right now it's almost over. We're getting there. So 29th. So this is probably the closest we could get to it. So as always, we like to go through the things every year. We make some predictions for the year as far as gaming is concerned, and we go through and we see what was right, what was wrong, and what still hasn't happened. And then we're also going to make some resolution. We made some gaming resolutions last year, so we're going to check on those gaming resolutions and see if we were able to do them. And then make some new ones for this upcoming year.
Very good.
But first off, Chris, was there anything before we get into the 2024 predictions and stuff like that? Was there anything over this year that you think was like really good? What was, if you had to say 2024, the year of blank?
The year of Hearts of Iron 4.
For Chris, it was the year of Hearts of Iron 4.
I played a lot of Hearts of Iron 4 this year.
Mm-hmm.
There was Helldivers, I guess. That was a thing that came out in the year and then kind of died.
I think it's interesting because it exploded. What happened that made everybody mad?
They came out with
the PlayStation
game,
thing.
the PlayStation thing, they were going to make people sign up for whatever. Yeah, they just kind of kept making bad decisions.
Yeah,
Like,
they should have just
yeah,
stuck to their guns in the beginning and just kind of been like,
yeah,
"This is cool, here it is," and I think it would have stayed that way. I mean, they still have a lot of people playing the game, so
yeah,
it's doing
yeah, and they're
something.
still coming out with stuff. And
Yeah, they just released the third enemy type on there now.
oh wow,
Finally, yeah,
what is it?
it's like in Helldivers there was three. There was the bugs, there was the robots, and there were these like alien guys who would be there. They're I forget what they're called. The
Okay,
like enlightened or something like that.
okay,
But that's the one that they released, and they're kind of like a classic alien. Instead of having like a factory or a hive, they have a ship that you have to throw grenades into, and they also have
okay,
like enemies with like the same sort of thing. They have like enemies with shields, but they have like laser weapons, and they have like sort of zombie humans that they take over that will do that. But just Helldivers stuff. Bum 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 bum. Um, but yeah, I think it's called the Enlightened. I don't know. If you're in the chat or or you're in our Discord, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. Do it.
yeah,
Do it.
cool, yeah. But yeah, like I mean, overall, I was kind of thinking back. There was like a lot of meh this year. I feel like,
Really? Just meh stuff?
yeah. I mean, what the game of the year was fucking Astrobot.
Well, that was an interesting decision, I think.
I haven't played Wukong, but I've heard that's good. But yeah, I don't know. There wasn't like a lot that I was like super pumped about personally. I mean, the year
Um
before we had like 2023 was such a banger year, you know?
we
Uh,
talked about that we did talk about that last year on their
yeah,
podcast how
yeah.
2023 just absolutely slapped. Um
And like I'm interested in Star Wars Outlaws, but I'm waiting for it a little bit to go down in price.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know how I am with that. I mean, I think this was a year. Yeah, I wouldn't say there was a lot of like just average stuff. Helldivers 2 started out really good and then got meh. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine was good.
That's true. Space Marine 2 was good.
Space Marine 2 was good. A lot of Mario Party games that came out. Um, what else?
Power World came out.
Power World came out this year. Well, I don't know. That one wasn't. I didn't think that was
I mean,
amazing.
it was a thing though.
Shadow of the Erd Tree came out. That was really
True.
good.
That was. I mean, I haven't played it yet, but
Was it?
I've heard it's good.
You haven't played it yet? Still?
I haven't played it yet.
Oh
No,
my god, dude.
I'll get to it.
Balatro came out this year. Honestly,
There was a
Balatro.
Dragon Age that came out this year.
Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma 2
Wait,
wasn't.
was that Veilguard that came out this year?
Yeah, on October 31st.
I just don't
I
care.
had forgot about it.
I just don't care about
I
Dragon
used
Age.
to. The first one was so good.
Or Dragon Age Origins was so good.
Yes, the first one, Dragon Age
Is
Origins.
that the first one? There wasn't a Dragon Age before that?
Nope.
Oh, I guess fuck me. Let's see.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
know
don't
what I
know.
mean? Like it was just like there wasn't like I mean the year before we had like Baldur's Gate and we had Elden Ring, right? And like
True. Yep.
and for me like Warhammer 3 Total War came out, I think. And I don't know, like 2023 slapped real hard. So it's like I know like every year can't be that
Every
good,
year can't be great, but it is.
but it definitely felt like a much
Yeah.
a
Even
down
like
year.
even games that I like really enjoyed, I don't like I didn't find any that I think were the most amazingest, you know.
Yeah. I'm
Um
playing a lot of stuff that I already have, you know, like
which is good. We should do that,
yeah.
instead of spending money on crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Um but yeah,
Uh
there's Diablo 4 stuff. Sorry, I'm just looking through. I guess Dragon's Dogma 2 came out. But even then that was like people talked about it for a bit and then they just kind of
well, yeah, and like it was kind of a mess when it came out. I don't know if
yeah.
I don't know if it's better yet or not. Like um So yeah, but yeah, that's just kind of how I felt about it.
Yeah, I guess we could. I guess you could call, if we had to put the title of 2024 gaming, I would say kind of like swing and a miss, or like
yeah,
this, or maybe like it was like
more of a
base.
foul tip,
Yeah, it was like base hit. It's like okay, it's good, it's fine.
but even a walk. It was more of a walk.
More of a walk. It's just like
You
okay,
got on base, but like
yeah, not even
it
hit,
doesn't
but
feel great.
wasn't even hit by pitch. It was just it's just
Yeah,
balls. It was just all on the. It was just high and outside
yeah,
every time.
yeah.
But so yeah, just was like walking the bases for that. Okay, I'm into it. All right. So did 24 slap as hard as 23? No, but
No, definitely not.
we'll get there. All right, Chris, let's go for your predictions for
next year, or do we want to do what we said last
No,
year?
we're gonna go over what we did last year. So, Chris,
I said that the handheld market was going to continue to expand. I think that happened, and they announced a new Switch.
they did. They
And they came out with a new Steam Deck.
they did.
Other companies. I don't know if this happened last year or this year, but other like Acer, I think, and Asus both got in on the handheld situation. So that seems to be from what I can tell, kind of going up.
Yeah, it's increasing. I personally, I don't know if there was anything that made like money moves in it. Like there were no like nothing huge that I
Sure,
saw.
there wasn't like an
Yeah,
iPhone situation,
yeah.
or like even Steam Deck coming out.
True. Yeah. Even then, it's like there's a lot of Steam Deck stuff, but we still don't have not to jump into one of my predictions, but didn't get a new. Did the Switch 2 didn't get announced, so still no Switch
No,
2.
but we got an updated Switch coming out.
Yeah, we got updated one. Everything we know will be a next gen.
Well, I mean, so you said new Switch console doesn't innovate. That is what's happening.
Oh, I guess. Oh, so then, yay! I got it right. Cool. Look at me.
Right? Like, so
What's the new Switch console that's coming out? I don't even know if I'm like up to date on my news. I'm a terrible host. I'm so sorry, everybody.
So um okay, no, it's yet to be officially announced. But it's coming within the fiscal year, which ends in March 2025.
Got it. Yeah, I was gonna say that's in a few.
I thought
months.
they had given us some information about it, though.
Everything we know about Switch 2, Polygon. This is from December 19th. Screw you, Polygon, but whatever. Do. Same logo, only with the 2 attached. Cool.
Yeah.
Release date.
But it's going to be, I think, kind of like how they did the DS or the 3DS.
Yeah.
Like where things are backwards compatible, but like there will probably be new features with the Switch too. So sort of.
Sort of. The answer to that question, that's a half
points.
Half points for that.
Yeah. I said this wasn't really a prediction, but I said, God, I hope that Dragon's Dogma 2 is good. It was, from what I could tell, fine. I didn't play it yet because I saw the reviews and it said it was fine. It wasn't great. So kind of waiting for that one to go on sale as well.
Hey, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Wait for it to go on sale.
I just got my pop up for Steam Replay 2024. See.
I got
most played games and milestones on Steam this year. Oh no.
Yeah, no, pull that up because I'm very interested to see what that is. If you could share it to your screen here, I would be.
I cannot.
Oh, that's right, because you're on a different computer.
Yeah. What I can do is I can share it with my friends.
I want to see it. Send it to me.
I played 55 games. Let's see. 65% of my playtime was Hearts of Iron.
Nice. Very good.
I unlocked 263 achievements.
Ooh.
The Steam median was 13.
Holy crap.
I played 55 games. The Steam median was 4. I played. I played. So I has like a little grid of like
Mm-hmm.
a hexagon grid of the things I played. And the top one is Warhammer 40K with like
Nice.
3 of the 5 things put in. Tactical RPG is like 2.5 of 5. Superheroes 1 of 5. Grand strategies all the way filled. Battle Royale is 2.5. I don't know how that happened. And then Souls like
Nice.
that's pretty yeah, classic game. 68%. Or I guess Hearts of Iron is considered a classic game now.
I looked at mine earlier and I don't know how to pull it back up. So, whoops. Oh well.
um, oof.
But nice.
Oof. October 17 of my total time playing Hearts of Iron was in October. Oof. 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 Oof.
Oof.
112.
Indeed.
112 achievements unlocked though. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty cool.
Oh, Carrie just sent me hers. She had 33 games played, 15 new games, 10 demos, 151 achievement unlocks, and then 83 days was her longest streak from Friday, March 22nd to Thursday, June 13th.
Mine was September 7th to September 24th.
And Eco was her most played game. Once Human is at 23%, and Conan Exiles is 11%. Carrie, you like an open world. That's
Not
just
surprising.
some open worlds there. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. So yeah, you hope Dragon's album was too. Yeah, sure, I guess so. Let's see, what did I say? Less big name games in 2024. I mean, we had some pretty big name. We had Final Fantasy VII.
I played that this year. That was pretty good.
We had some remasters that came out, like some. We had Alan Wake 2. We had Silent Hill 2 remastered.
Was Alan Wake 2 a remaster?
No, it wasn't a remaster, but it was just another game. Trying to think. Game best games 2024. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That was a big one. The New Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah,
I've really fallen off Zelda since Breath of the Wild. We've talked about this.
Yeah, we've talked about how it's kind of. I mean, but I think that's we're just getting older. It's like a little bit more of stuff. Yeah, I guess there wasn't really a lot of big name stuff that came out this year.
Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, but even that, it's like not a. They were like talking about it for a while, but I wouldn't even say that's like a big name game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it
Diablo
was a new
4
IP.
came out with an expansion
Cool.
that I hadn't even heard about when it came out. I bought it because I did that that run.
So yeah, I guess I was right. Less big name games in 2024. Like lots of things that we just weren't really like ready for. Yeah. But that also turned into that sort of meh, everything was generally okay. Yeah. And then I said Fortnite on Steam. Absolutely not. That didn't happen. Definitely won't happen. I can't imagine that happening anytime in the future.
I don't know what you were smoking.
I was drinking beer, and that's what the problem was. Pip says 7 Days to Die finally came out of alpha in 2024. That is true.
It did.
We should, you know what? That deserves.
They did it after like 10 years.
After 10 years, finally, we made it. Just in time for me to not play it ever again.
It's fun. It's fun to play.
It is fun. It is fun to play. All right. Well, Carrie, you're here. Let's go over some of your things. All right. Carrie said over this last year, she said VR gaming becomes more popular. I don't think it did.
There's some bigger game like they came out with that.
There's that Batman
Arkham.
Yeah, that Batman Arkham one.
How'd
that's
that
like
do? I don't know because I don't.
Apparently, pretty good. Like it's gotten really good reviews. People like it a lot. It did with.
Good.
It did with Carrie's kid and his friends. They play it every day. Well, that's what it really matters, what the kids are doing. Augmented reality games would improve. You said with like Google Glass, like the glasses, like the augmented reality stuff. I don't know if
Yeah.
I saw that as much. VR gaming, yeah, I can say it's probably like it may. I think it got like it was an upward movement. I can't say there's any augmented reality stuff I even think about right now
Even just the I mean, Pokemon Go is the only really one, but
that like still is big.
yeah, at
I
least
don't
that
think
like
there's any.
I see people playing it still.
I see people. You know what? Until they,
Allison probably sees way more people than
yeah. I mean, until they like make a viable like battle disc for
I need the whole arm
yeah,
thing
the
with
whole
the
like arm
so I
thing
can put
for
my
Yu-Gi-Oh.
cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boom, and then it like pops up in front of us.
That would be
I
so rad. Um, yeah.
They are still
Um,
just trying to get the influencers to get on board with the glasses. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go, but and then I'll save the last one that you said because you said the same thing as Allison. Allison is not here; she's under the weather because children give people sickness, and that's what happened to her.
they are down with the sickness.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. All right. Allison said no new Nintendo console. Well, we got an announcement, which is close. So again, half right. Um, then this is the one that Carrie also said: cozy game takeover in 2024, which is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a takeover, but I will say there's a lot more of them than there used to be.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, we got to deal with this hellscape that we live in somehow, you know.
I mean, you're right. And sometimes the way we do that is by running a coffee shop with our Fey best friends. You know, that's
And
kind of
on
what
other
the
times, it's running through hell with a shotgun and
trench gun. It's called trench gun. But no, I think I would say I think that happened. I wouldn't say it was taken over, but I will say I think we saw an
to me,
increase
like the biggest cozy game takeover that ever was the Animal Crossing coming out when the pandemic
right
hit.
when the pandemic hit. That
That
was
was
actually that was perfect. That was like
good
I
job.
think we all would have been so much
We all
worse off.
the world needed that.
The world needed. In fact, the two game the we Doom and Animal Crossing coming out at exactly the same time
At the right
is
time.
is exactly what we needed for that because it was like
Yeah.
the people who wanted to be angry and murder demons, they got it. The people who wanted to be chill and just be mad at their
And murder
villagers for
demons.
standing
Yeah.
in the way and also murder demons. That'll do it.
Yep.
Gray, what's up, my man?
What's up, dude?
Resubscribe. That's 45 months.
That's a long time.
That's a long.
That's almost 4 years.
That's
Fuck.
almost 4 years since 2020,
That's
since the
awesome.
pandemic.
Since the pandemic. That's
Oh
awesome.
boy, Gray.
Thanks, man.
If you want to let us, and yeah, if you're here in the chat, let us know let us know what your New Year's resolutions are for 2025
Yeah.
in regards to gaming, and we'll shout it out at the end of the episode. All right,
Um
but next, Allison prediction. Fortnite becomes the new Roblox. It's less kid oriented, so Fortnite will take that place.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they got into the Lego stuff. They have like
Yeah.
a Guitar Hero thing now. They even
Oh, do
like,
they?
yeah, it was like part of whenever they added like, and they added like a racing aspect. So it's like there's one thing you can do that's just racing cars. So it
Huh.
really is just like
Yeah, it's just like a sandbox for other
everything,
games,
everything.
which is cool.
Yeah. Um,
I like that better than them just being what they originally were.
It's true. I mean, it's kind of Fortnite's MO now is just to be like, oh, here's a trend. Let's get on top of that.
Yeah.
Lots of bad AI centric games. I can't say that happened. I don't think I've
I don't
seen.
think we're there yet. I think they're coming.
Oh, Carrie says she watched a Snoop Dogg concert in Fork Knife.
That's
Nice.
cool.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
Cool.
I know that they're doing concerts in it now.
Yeah, there's a lot of like I've done a few of the concert events or like the little things where it's like an interactive musical performance. It's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah, I don't think a lot of bad AI stuff has happened. Great. Yeah, and then that's it. So those are all of our predictions for 2024.
Um.
Now,
Oh yeah, and I predicted 24 wouldn't be as good as 23 or 22, and I was
you were right.
very much
You're pretty much right. You're
right.
pretty much right. Okay,
Therefore, my
now we
first prediction will be that 25's got to be better than 24.
just tap that one in. Just right in
Right?
there.
Like it's I
That's
mean, it's got to
easy
be, right? Like
easy point. Easy birdie on that one. Um so yep, all right. So
But
Chris
with that being said, I also looked at some of the games coming out and I was like, there's only one I care about, and it's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
oh, Gray says proof Dan was bought off by Big AI, but I read it as Big Al and I was like, who's Big Al? That's not my
Big
handle.
Al, he's buying up your used cars,
He's buying up your
and
used
damn.
he's buying up your used Dan's.
Another
Sorry.
thing kind of relevant to that, speaking of Big Al, um, I think AI is going to be more prevalent in games, and
You
we're going
do
to see
think
more things. Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing more things like the Nemesis system that was in the Middle Earth, Shadow of
the Shadow
X
of
games,
Mordor war
Shadow of War. Yeah,
yeah.
seeing stuff like that, which actually was really cool. It sucks that they trademarked it and didn't allow anyone else to use it, but um, that was I really like that. Basically, with that, if you defeated an orc but like he ran away, he would come back and maybe have like a resistance to a certain way that you beat him before,
Right.
or
Which was
would
very
kind of, or
cool.
like if you did like some damage to him, like if you cut off his hand or something like that, he'd come and have like a hook on his hand, and like kind of like surprise gotcha almost sometimes,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. I thought it was a really cool way of like kind of adding some more character to the world.
Yeah.
And then Bethesda also has the Radiant Quest system, which I hope they continue working on. I think it came out in Fallout 4 first,
Mhm.
and it was, eh. It kind of felt a little vanilla,
Yeah, it was
and
just
I
kind
think
of
it's
like this place needs this settlement needs your help, and
the
you'd go there, murder some bandits, and then it would
and then they'd come back and be like,
yeah.
"Thanks for your help. I've got another settlement that needs help." And so, like, they kind of did that with Starfield, like where you had to like visit planets and do a
Yeah.
thing, and it was a little bit better. And I think actually Starfield uses some AI as well for generating the planets,
Mhm.
if I
I
remember
think so
correctly.
too. But that's we're
Um,
okay with that. Like
it,
that's like
it's better. It's definitely better than like
yeah.
No Man's Sky implemented that as well, and it was
Yeah.
way better than that.
Initially, I think they've improved
Yeah,
it
I
greatly
believe
over
you're
the
right, but
years.
yeah.
Um
So yeah, I'm hoping to actually see more of that. I think that's a great use of it to make it so that there can be more expansive game worlds that are, and hopefully if it's used correctly, they can be more um rich and like deep and stuff.
mhm.
It'd be cool to see that in like in like a cyberpunk, or hopefully I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Hopefully we'll see like more interaction like between NPCs. That would be
Mhm.
really cool um
That'd be interesting.
to
All
see.
right.
Um yeah, in
Cool.
summary, hopefully more Big Al.
More Big Al in 2025. Um, the all right, good predictions. I've got a few. Um, First is I think we're gonna see a lot of higher prices for gaming hardware in
Y-
2025, and
yes.
by
Y-
and in that I think we're gonna see a lot of delays of releasing. I think there's gonna be a lot of fourth quarter releases of consoles and gaming stuff. I don't think
okay.
we're gonna see things in the beginning of the year as much as far as games or hardware.
Okay.
So yeah. So I think we're gonna basically. I think we're probably gonna have some hardware shortages again, like we did in
Yeah,
2021.
this is due to likely due to tariffs that are being discussed
Hmm.
um
I think so.
by our the incoming president. Um So yeah, I highly recommend if anyone listening is planning on trying to upgrade their computer soon, try to do it before January
January's.
21st. um,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's likely that things will go up in price.
Very
I've
much so.
thought about upgrading mine, but I really don't need to.
At the very least,
Like I'm kind of in that in between spot, and
I think
like
I'm
I think
I'm
yeah
just pulling out as much life of my graphics card as I can right now. I think that's really what I'm doing because it's just getting older. And so it's like it's
yeah
not that
my
it's
my
bad,
graphics
it's just
card's
older.
okay. Yeah,
It's just
I'm thinking about my processor.
I can feel it chugging. Like anytime I'm
Yeah.
like I can hear it spinning up really fast, so I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. But it's all right. It's all good. It's still working for right now, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes games just get a little chuggy, you know. That's it. I have a whole
And
other
then you have to
computer
turn it.
back there
Then you have
that's
to turn it
Hannah's.
down.
Yeah, I'll turn it down.
Just turn it
Whatever.
down a little bit.
Just turn it down. And then I think this next I think we're gonna get Silk Song sometime in 2025,
What
which
is Silk
is
Song?
Silk Song is the
Oh, Hollow Knight.
it's the Hollow Knight sequel esque, but it's like um it's you get to play Silk instead of the knight, the Hollow Knight guy. Um so with the needle and stuff like that, that'll be so. It was supposed to come out in 2024. It did not. So I think it'll be coming out in 2025. Hopefully,
Wow.
I'm
The
excited
system
for them.
requirements for this are a the minimum is a 9800 GTX plus and an Intel Core 2 Duo E5200.
Oh my god,
Incredible.
incredible.
That's awesome.
Um, and then I think, yeah, and I think that next year is going to be the year of remasters. You know, remasters and
I mean,
re-releases.
we're in the decade of remasters.
It pretty much is, but I think that we're gonna get some stuff that's like weird offset like things. Like I already know that next year we're getting a Jedi Power Battles re-release. Um, so I'm like, what else is gonna come out of the woodwork that they're like, we're out of ideas for games?
There's rumblings of an Oblivion remaster, which
That could be
could be
interesting.
cool.
I love
Oblivion was real good.
I love it.
I do wonder like if it's going to be are they just going to update the graphics, or are they going to like change the systems in it too?
feel like they might just update the graphics. I can't imagine them
That'd be
doing
kind of a bummer if it was just a graphics update.
I mean,
Like if it was because like the leveling in Oblivion was really screwy. Like you could really mess
yeah,
up your game
yeah,
if you did it wrong.
yeah.
Um, I would like it to be more than just like yeah.
More than
We'll see
just
though.
that. We'll see.
Maybe it's not even a thing. Who
Aren't
knows?
they making a Skyrim multiplayer? Gray says.
There is a there's a mod for it.
Yeah, I
There's
think.
Skyblivion, I believe it's called. Um, um, or no, Skyblivion is Oblivion with the Skyrim engine.
Right.
There is a multiplayer for Skyrim that's a mod. I don't know if I've heard if they're gonna do a multiplayer of it,
You could
like
also
a legit
play
multiplayer.
the Elder Scrolls
Elder
Online,
Scrolls Online.
which is
Yeah,
different, but it's the same.
different, but same.
Different, but same. So, all right, those are it. And yeah, if we'll have some, if Allison or Carrie has any predictions, they'll send them to us and we'll put them up for our things there next time. But we do have some resolutions that we have to get to. Carrie, if you're still here, you resolved to play more video games with your kid. Did you? Did you do that? Tell us.
Did you?
Did you do it?
Did you? Did you?
Did you? But Carrie, did you? She says,
Laughs.
laughs. She went, mine. I can't bring myself.
To play.
See, that's one of the barriers. Whenever you say, I want to play games with my kid, or I want to play with games with my niece or my nephew.
Or yeah, it's like, yeah, but I don't want to play the games they play.
I don't want to do that.
They just have bad taste in games, and I just can't.
Can I tell you, this year was the first year where I have two nieces. Those are the only like I don't have any other nieces or nephews. I have two nieces. This was the first year that my oldest niece was like showing us all of her Christmas presents, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I was like, Eliana, no offense, I don't care about all the makeup and the clothes and stuff. So like, you can. It's like it's really cute. It's like it's really cool, but also you could show Hannah and like my mom all the makeup stuff. I don't
Yeah.
understand what it is
Yep.
because she's like a real. She's like a little person now.
Little real person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then she gets like cool books. I'm like, I want to see those. I want to know what those are.
Okay. Like A Court of Thorns and Roses.
No, no, absolutely not.
How old is this child?
She's 11. She can't read
Yeah,
that.
probably not.
But she did read all of the Percy Jackson books.
Oh, cool. I never
So
read those, but I heard they were cool.
those are good. I really would like her to read the Aragon books because I liked those when I was a young warthog.
When you were a young lad.
When I was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
And then she says she wants to introduce him to the Spell Brigade.
Is that just like is that the name of your coven?
That would be a sick name for a coven, but it looks like
right. Sorry, I just watched right before this. I watched the first episode of Agatha. So
oh, nice! It's a good show. I like that one a lot. It looks like
it's got the two ladies from Parks and Rec.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it looks like it's kind of it looks a little bit like Vampire Survivors.
Okay. It does indeed.
Yeah. Oh, Gray says introduce her to Warhammer so she can grow up pure and not a heretic. Well, unless she plays, she could play some heretics, or you could play some heretics. Excuse me. They could play some heretics. It is like that fun mode we played in League. Yeah, it's like Vampire Survivors, but with magic people. That's neat. I like that. That could be fun.
Nice.
But very cool. So no for that. Carrie, if you have any resolutions for 25, put them in there, and we'll put them in. Chris, go ahead.
So
nope. She said nope.
My game resolution for 2024 was to work on my backlog of Warhammer guys. Yeah.
Have you done that?
No, not really.
No.
I kind of cooled off on Warhammer a little bit. Trying to get back into it. I had a lot going on this year, and I had learned to play. I don't know why my camera went off.
Your camera stopped. There it is.
There we go. So they came out with a new rule book for the Custodes, which was what I was playing for this edition, and I didn't like the rules that came out for them, so I was like, well, that kind of sucks. After I just kind of like built and learned this army. So
now I have a new.
So now I just kind of took a break for a little while, and they're a little bit better now, so I'm like, well, maybe I'll play again.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
Yeah, they're getting better about doing updates more frequently, so that's good. As far as for my resolutions for next year, are we doing that yet? Or
we'll do that afterwards. We gotta keep going through.
Then I'll let you go.
Mine was finish some games again, break the backlog. Not really. I mean, I continued to play things. I wouldn't say that I broke the backlog though.
I have an unbreakable backlog at this
Your
point.
backlog is
I'm never going to play every game in my
It's Sisyphusian. It's a Sisyphusian backlog.
Well,
it's literally like it's literally you push it, like playing a game until you beat it, but then in that time you've added 6 other games that you have to beat
because of Humble Bundle. It's
because of Humble Bundle. I've stopped. I don't subscribe to Humble Bundle anymore.
See, every time I go to do it, I'm like, oh, but then I'll lose my 20% off from having Humble Bundle.
That's true. I think I have so many game subscription things right now that I'm just like, if I'm ever at want for playing something, I can just pull it from Game Pass. What do you
have besides Game Pass?
I also have PlayStation Premium.
Oh, right.
because that has a lot of really good
I
like
think I
PlayStation
stopped that.
exclusives. There's
Pretty
some
sure I
really cool
stopped that.
PlayStation exclusives on there that are really nice. It's like really
Yeah.
nice to like not have to pay for stuff. I mean, I am paying for it yearly, but like if there's a game I don't buy, like I don't spend 200 and something dollars on games, instead I'm spending 120 or whatever it is for however many things. I don't even remember how much it is. Maybe it's like
Yeah.
200. I don't remember, but it's enough. It's
Um,
fine.
it's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I probably spend too much on subscriptions.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So that will
I
not,
try not to think about it. It's fine.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, did I do that? Did I finish some games? Yes. Did I break the backlog? No. So
No.
slightly.
So
I did it. I went to the gym.
to be fair, I did paint some things this
You
year.
did. So it's kind of like, instead of saying I'm going to go to the gym every day, it's like, well, instead I went to the gym on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that was
No,
fine.
I in June I went to the gym a bunch, and that was it.
And that was it. And Allison, I think we can say, all right. So for Allison, she said, find an MMO that brings me joy. I can play with lots of friends and get back to Twitch streaming regularly. So she did,
And then she didn't.
and then she didn't. She started to play Ragnarok online for a while, and
And then
she
it
was
became a
enjoying it,
job.
and then it became a job, and then she hated it. So she stopped
Yeah,
doing
and
it.
so now she's still searching. Still searching.
Still
And then
searching.
streaming regularly,
She is
I
not
don't think it's been
streaming
regular.
regularly yet, but I think
Yeah,
she's working on it.
but she's working on it. So, we'll call that half points.
Yeah, again, it's like you're going to the gym on Tuesdays. She is playing Marvel Rivals now, which is good. Not an MMO. Still not what she was looking for. She's still looking for that
But
MMO, but Marvel Rivals is great.
still cool.
And we appreciate a Marvel Rivals stand.
We
What up?
we love Jeff.
We love
Yes,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Hashtag Jeff.
Hashtag yes, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff. Yes, Jeff. Apparently the voice actress who does Jeff, like people will ask her, like, can you do Jeff singing Christmas carols? And she's like, yeah. And it's like
I love that Milana Vaintrub got to be Squirrel Girl because there was like a thing about her being in like a Squirrel Girl movie. So
there was also
glad.
I think
I'm glad the AT&T girl finally got to live out her dream.
she got to do it. I think the and also people were saying for a while about what's her face? Pitch Perfect girl,
Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick. They were like, it was like she would be a good Squirrel Girl. I'm like, she would be a good Squirrel Girl, I think.
Yeah, she's part squirrel already.
She's already part squirrel. Okay. So Pip said she was working on her 2025. So Pip, tell us if you have a 2025 gaming resolution. Chris, what's your gaming resolution for 2025?
So I think I have a couple.
Okay.
I'm going to finish all those Hearts of Iron achievements.
Dude, that's it. Are you sure?
I knocked out half of them.
You did. You knocked 50. You did 50 in 4 months. You have a fantastic, just wildly dedicated work ethic when it's something that matters.
I have a
absolutely not at all.
Right? I made a Google sheet to help track it.
Oh,
so
that's
good.
Sort,
so I can sort by country on like, okay, this country I have X amount of achievements I can do. So I could try to do multiple like achievements in a single run.
This is one of those things where it's like people talk about it all the time where they're just like, it's like, oh, I thought I was just normal, but it turns out it's like I do have ADD. It's like, are you telling me ADD
no,
is
know.
that ADD is like I can't focus on normal work, but I will do this. I will try and get every achievement in. For me, it was, I don't have anxiety. I just had to get every single achievement in Peggle 2 before I could feel good about myself again.
Yep.
That's not anxiety, right?
Nope. But yeah, so it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. I'm just taking a break right now. I'm gonna get back on that horse soon.
All right, you got it.
And
Any
then
others?
I also want to be more attentive as a player at the uh the D&D table, as it were.
That's important.
Um,
That's important.
it's distracting when you play remotely when Hearts of Iron is right in front of you. When one prevents the other.
No, you must listen. You must, so that you know what's going on.
You must.
Listen, Rev has been doing. He's got this whole campaign for you. You gotta
That's right.
do it. How did it go?
And we played our first one last night. It was really good. He did a great job.
Nice, good. I know he was really nervous.
Rod.
I know he
No,
was.
he did a great job.
He was real nervous about it, so I'm glad that it worked out. That's good.
Yeah.
Hannah just texted me.
Those are mine.
It's a picture of Sebastian wearing sunglasses. Cool. Nice, very good. Pip says, I would like to get my games list organized into categories. That's doable. Try some of the games I have bought and never played. Also doable. Chris, you gonna do that? You gonna do that one too? Yeah, probably. All right. And 3, finish at least one. Oops,
yeah, I periodically go through my Humble Bundle stuff, and so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games that I recently added to my Steam library from Humble Bundle that I was like, oh, these look interesting. So we'll see if I try them out.
Nice.
It's great when I like for Hell Let Loose. I already own Hell Let Loose. So,
yeah, it's good. It's fine.
Because I had it on Humble Bundle.
It's on Game Pass too, so you could do it on there if you have it.
But I already have it on Steam.
But that's true. You have it on Steam, so what the heck, man?
Yeah.
Okay, and then and the third one was finish at least one of her games that has an ending. So like a single player experience. So not like
or not like an open world.
Yeah.
Not 7 Days to Die.
Not 7 Days to Die.
I think technically there's an ending to 7 Days to Die, but like
yeah, she did say I'll pick my Hogwarts game to finish. So that's good. Hogwarts.
See, but it's been so long that you have to restart.
That's how I feel about the Hogwarts game.
That's how I am every time.
I feel like that came out early last year too, or like late. Late in 22 actually.
No, it came out in. I remember it was a February.
Oh, okay, Chris, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pee my pants.
Well, just let it happen, dude.
Entertain the people for like 2 minutes. Hold on.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy was February 2023. It's really hard to entertain people by yourself, but I'm gonna try. Restart Tit. Yes, Pip, you need to restart Tit. No, but yeah, these are all, I think, really good resolutions. I know for me, like I really need the goals to be set. I actually forgot a lot of I forgot my resolution to do the to paint stuff, so that one didn't really help. We probably should do a we should pick resolutions for Allison. I mean, some of hers can just be the same from last year. If she wants them to be. Maybe Allison needs to play a Souls-like. It's a good resolution for her.
Ooh, Allison playing a Souls-like. I really would like that. I think that would be funny. Yeah. I think she should stream it, and then
I think she should stream it, and we should commentate.
I would love to do that.
But like, do it in like.
And she has to.
She said, "Well, that's a brave choice."
All right, looks like she chose to be a spellcaster from the start. Wow. She has to wear Crocs as she plays the game.
On a limb here.
She has to wear Crocs as she plays that game with spiders. That will never happen, is what Carrie says. And then, all right, so cool. We'll have it for Allison. For me, what my resolution is, I have to look at whatever.
Say you want
whatever down. Well, first I'm gonna get a wife. I think this next year.
Nice.
I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Like a mail order thing.
Yeah, I think so. I have this this pretty awesome hot lady who lives with me. I think I'm gonna ask. I think I'm gonna have. Her, I'm gonna marry her. I think she'll be
Well, I hope
great.
you already asked her if you're doing it
I
next year.
did. I did. I asked her.
Cool.
She said yes a while ago, but we're in April. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
in the game of life, that's like a bunch of extra points.
Yeah,
Right?
it is. I get double points for everything.
Yeah, and then you get those you got all those spots in that fucking station wagon.
Yeah, there's like 8. You have so many kids, bro. All right. So, but my other resolution is I resolved to convince my brother-in-law to play more games than just Call of Duty, so I can do other things with them on Thursday
It can
nights.
branch out like
I know. I really want to. I know. I really want to get him to do anything other than Call of Duty because sometimes it's just a lot, especially whenever he just wants to play Warzone, and I'm like, I want to play zombies.
Zomboys is way more fun than
Zomboys is way more fun.
you get to kill way more people.
Zombies is by far the best part of Black Ops 6 versus
It's literally
the
the only
campaign or
part of Black
Warzone
Ops
or
6 that I
multiplayer.
played.
It's so good.
Oh, Pummel Party. Pips says get them on Pummel Party.
Get them on Pummel Party. Yeah, I could do it. Well, he only has an Xbox. I don't know what that is. But Gray says, I just want to play more games with friends. Yeah, Gray. Get out there. Do it. I would also like to.
We could be your friends that play with you.
We could be your friends. I would also like to start a new Dungeons and Dragons, or not Dungeons and Dragons. I want to do something different.
You want to do it?
I want to do a different
game.
I want to do a different tabletop RPG, and I think I'm going to do that this year. I think we're going to make something, and I think we're going to do it here. And I would like to, but it's like one of those things.
Never stop blowing up. Never stop blowing.
I think I would change. I think I would change it. I would like to use a variant of that system, but
sometimes blow up.
Blow up sometimes. Because I do like that Kids on Bikes system with with like you pick a die and that's what your skill is for like each how you pick.
Well, and like Never Stop Blowing Up was great. It was perfect for that campaign
for that thing that was.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense for everything.
It literally is perfect for that. And if you try to use it for anything else, it's not going to work.
It will not work.
But it was really cool for that. What we're referring to the Dimension 20 season, Never Stop Blowing Up, that Brennan took the Kids on Bike system and kind of modified it to fit a
80s style action
80s action movie trope campaign that was really, really good.
Yeah. So all right. Well, those are our resolutions for 2025. So happy brew beer, everybody.
Happy brew beer.
Happy brew beer to you and yours. And yeah, so we'll see. We'll come back in a year. We'll see how we do. I'll have to listen to the episode again. And so I can remember what all we said, but I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
Stuff. That's what I had to do this afternoon. I re-listened to the episode so I can.
Pip says we need more community games. The Brew Crew. Yeah, we should.
I'm into it.
Be better. We need to be better about saying like, hey, this night we're gonna be playing this game. Come hang out or play it with us or whatever.
On this Saturday, we're gonna be playing
play Hell Let Loose.
We're gonna play Hell Let Loose. Everybody get into this.
We're gonna make all on the same server.
We'll make a Game Brew server. Everybody, we're gonna see who wins. We're gonna draw straws. Who has to be the Nazis?
The nasties.
The nasties. Just nasty. All right, but that's it for the podcast. We're gonna do some the plugs here. I haven't really been streaming or anything like that. It's been a little crazy. I mean, obviously it's the holidays. It's kind of hard to do anything this time of year. But yeah, if you go to twitch.tv/tubecraze, you can find some stuff. Allison's twitch.tv/finalia. Chris, do you have anything you want to plug?
If you like to talk to tomatoes.
In my head, I was like,
if a squash can make you smile. No, I don't.
No, anything like that. Things to plug. Did you your video game systems in? You do that. Oh, I gave my brother my not PS4. I gave my brother my Nintendo 64 because I was like, it's just taking up space. I don't have anything to plug it into. He has an older TV, so he could do that.
Nice. Yeah, you can get like a thing that can
Like
plug
an
in.
adapter. I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure. I know you can. But it's also like I don't care enough to do that. He has
Yeah.
enough time that he can do it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's the year of getting rid of all the crap that I have that I never use in my house.
I'm real
So
bad at that. As
yeah,
you can
us
see,
too, which is
me being
why
surrounded by crap.
listen, I have to make a choice. I'm like, what is the thing I'm going to hoard a bunch of? And that is board games now.
Legos.
It's
Oh,
Legos and
okay.
board games. Hannah's is like special edition books. So that's what
Oh,
we're
I
all
do
about.
both of those.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no.
yeah, you should ask her. I have well no, are we gonna play stuff?
We are going to play stuff. So we're going to end
Cool.
the
We'll talk about
podcast.
it.
We're going to end the podcast now, and we're going to end the podcast the way that we always end the podcast portion, which is by saying good night.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
And Hoppy Brew Beer.
Happy brew beer.
May old acquaintance be forgot.
I thought we were doing like the same note over and over.
Anyway.